What's up, guys? I'm Melissa. This is Jesse. This is Zamboni, and Blue is back here. Hey, Blue, say hi. He's sleeping.
Sorry about the lighting. Lighting's kind of weird.
Terrible lighting. We are Adventure Endeavor, and what are we doing today?
We're adventuring.
We're adventuring.
We're camped on the Colorado River outside of, south of Blythe, California, and today we're kind of adventuring, kind of running errands. It's kind of a weird day. I feel like this is gonna be a weird vlog. We are gonna go do some grocery shopping, kind of cruise the town.
We were already very thrown off today because last week when we moved to this camp spot, we went through California and then cut back across the river to the Arizona side. And our phones never reset to Arizona time, which is fine because we were going to be heading into California anyway the following week, so we never cared to reset.
We didn't think much of it. And then Melissa works on California time, so I was like, oh, cool, perfect.
Yeah.
But our friends that we're hanging out with, Rebecca and Jared, their phones switched, or they switched it manually, I don't know, but the lighting is better. And basically we agreed to meet up at 9 o'clock this morning, Arizona time.
To head out of camp. Exploring.
And, it's like 8 o'clock, and we're getting ready to take the dogs for a walk.
Just meandering. And
they're like, oh, you guys ready? And we're like, oh man, we are off by an hour.
What? What time is it?
So we thought we had an extra hour, we didn't, so we kind of scrambled, just got ready to go. And yeah, it's just, one of those things. You gotta, when you're traveling, you gotta keep in mind of time changes. That's something that I'm horrible with. You're normally better, but it was the weekend. It was like, whatever. Yeah, no, I'm normally good about that. But again, like I said, this whole week I've just been operating as if we were back on California time because we're literally right across the border to California. Yeah, exactly.
So close. And we didn't go anywhere else, so we didn't have to be mindful of what time it actually was.
Yeah, we've just been at camp, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah, the only thing we had to worry about was our work schedule. So, yeah, definitely the time changes consistent time changes can throw you off when you're traveling across time zones. So that's fun.
Zamboni, do you have anything to say? Gross.
What is this?
Weird.
Some abandoned buildings over here? Doesn't appear to be a fence. Well, at one
point there, it looked like there was a fence.
There's some cars in there.
Oh yeah, there's people in there.
Huh.
What the heck? Interesting. There's people over there.
Huh. So there's some guys over here just shooting airsoft guns, I guess. They just flagged us down for a second. They're like, oh, hey, what's up? How's it going? And told us what they were doing, and we're just, I don't know, just driving around since there are people here already.
This is super interesting. This is all these old abandoned buildings, and there's a fence that was wide open. Well, it's kind of open everywhere. But there's just a bunch of structures.
Yeah, and there's fencing poles all around to there was a fence around it at some point, so I don't know what this is.
Well,
I don't know.
Google,
Where are we?
So so Google is telling me that this used to be an airport of some sort.
Oh.
But
that would explain the fencing that used to be around that is now fallen down over the years. It
totally reminds me of The Walking Dead or something along those lines. So what's kind of crazy is that now that we're here, I realize that we have been here a very long time ago. Back in the day when we used to do off-roading, I guess pre-landing or overlanding, whatever you want to call it, we came here, but I guess I didn't realize it because we took dirt roads here and then we just popped out of the desert and then we were just here. And then it looked different because this pile of rubble over here used to be this giant hangar. So that looked different, so I didn't realize. And then as well, over here, that pile of rubble used to be the control tower. So this used to be an airport, but now it just looks like ruins, so I didn't realize it. But still really cool, and we're gonna check it out and see if we can find anything that's interesting.
Everybody have their tetanus shots because there's a lot of rusty nails. Ugh, watch your step.
So obviously it looks like there was a fire. We're not sure what, how, whatever happened, so we'll have to research that. But if anybody has been here before, let us know in the comments. This is weird. I believe we found the culprit of the fire. Somebody was having a barbecue. No, I'm just kidding. We don't know.
What'd you find?
So, going through the rubble, we happened to find an incident response pocket guide, a publication of the National Wildfire Coordinating Group. What is interesting about this is I think maybe they sent a crew out to put these fires out and somebody lost their pocket guide, because this is not from the original location. Like, there's no way, like, somebody must have brought this out and like left it here on accident. So
Well, you could probably tell based on the date.
Where's the date?
Right there on the front.
January 2014. That's probably when it burnt down. No, this is probably old, so.
This is super interesting. I don't know what these buildings would have been used for, but there appears to be like a track running all the way down. It's like a straight line, and the door pattern is repeating like for multiple
Yeah.
sections.
Really interesting. And then the doors are like super heavy duty.
Like on a roller.
So if any of you are like in the army or would know what this is, like, let us know. This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's so wild. It's totally a blast from the past. There's so much stuff from like the 40s, 50s, and then there's current new stuff that it seems like people brought trash here. But overall, it's really fun to explore. I wish that the old buildings were still there, though.
What do you guys think of my new car?
The Mack truck.
This is a super interesting place. It's very like post-apocalyptic. Can't even say the word. Post-apocalyptic. Like kind of reminds me of The Walking Dead or something. But it's just really interesting because when we have a lot of time to take our time and explore places, we stumble across places like this, which, well, we actually have been here before, which we didn't realize until we got here. But we just have a lot of time to slow down and really spend a lot of extra time exploring places that we might normally have rushed through in the past. So this place is very intriguing, and it's like, I know it's like basically just piles of rubbish, but it's beautiful in its own way. Especially some of the burnt structures. I don't know. I'm like getting like an artsy type of a vibe walking around here. So I like it. It's cool.
it's super interesting what you come across when you're just kind of cruising, exploring different towns. Blythe is like a pretty small town. There's not much here. You know, they do have like a big grocery store, and that's it. They have like an Albertsons, but overall, it's kind of run down.
It's a very rural area. They do have a community college, though.
And so we came across this place, and we did a little research after we had already found it, and it's called Gary Field.
Yeah.
And what was the other name for it, you said?
Also known as Blythe Field. So it was actually a training, like a pilot training airport in the 1940s. It was built in 1942 and decommissioned 2 years later. So it was only in use for a couple of years by the military, and then in 1947 it was used by the community college for about 10 years.
Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
So we really love exploring like old places like this. Let us know in the comments if you do too, if that's something you're interested in, like this, mines, ghost towns. Because, you know, we don't always film all places we go to, but if everybody's interested, we definitely can, and we will film more of this.
Yeah, we enjoy exploring abandoned airports, abandoned whatever.
Anything abandoned.
Anything abandoned. It's just so interesting because it's like a step back in time. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what else to say.
Well, I'd like to say that I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully you'll be giving it a thumbs up. And like always, we will see you guys on the next one.
Thanks for joining our adventure endeavor.